Let's see what's going on in this energy here, collective. I hope you're okay. Hope you're taking care of yourself here, collective. Happy April. Happy Aries season. Happy spring. Happy New Year. Yes, if you're new here, I want to say thanks for stopping by. Stay consistent with your efforts, baby. Don't give up. I know you get tired. God know we get tired, but we got to keep going, baby. Period. Go see where the moon is located in your birth charts. You could have a moon in Scorpio placement. These people are not to be trifled with. Period. All that scorpionic power. Whew. Wow. Yeah, you can have a Scorpio moon. Go see where the moon is located in your chart. The moon with the tower, the moon energy here with the tower and the Eight of Cups as our overall energy. Uh-oh. Wow. You could be in Florida. Someone could be trying to get you thrown off here. Specifically, if you give messages, you're seen in the public eye. You're just seen in a certain esteem here. Somebody don't want you to be seen in a certain esteem here. Okay, yeah, we see the Three of Swords here, the Three of Swords and the Ten of Swords with the Tower and the Moon. Somebody betrayed you behind the moon. There's a messenger here that got betrayed behind the moon. Yeah, this is what I get here. There's a Queen of Swords who could be intentionally betraying a messenger here behind the moon, hitting this messenger with towers here, hoping that the messenger would just walk away from something that they are doing here. They don't want the messenger to put out the messages. They don't want the teachers to teach. They don't want the healers to heal. Okay? It's weird vibes. They're showing up here as such. I see 55, 56. That's the tower. It's a dark tower. We got the Page of Pentacles. There's a gifted messenger who could be pretty known on social media. Now, this could be you. There's some sort of opposition here. Okay. Somebody hating on this messenger here to the point where they felt like they had a Ten of Swords. There's a messenger. They had the Three of Swords. The messenger, bro. The messenger got gifts. Okay, lots of people got gifts, but they targeted this messenger specifically here. Wow, it's your intuition. It's on fire. You have a powerful intuition that is extremely accurate. Period. I mean, our Heavenly Father blessed you in that way. Period. 1989. You could be in Queens today. Period. February 9th, 1989. Could have been a significant day in New York. Specifically, I see Queens here, Brooklyn. Could have been a significant time frame. We got the Knight of Cups. Somebody don't want you to get something, but you've been given the gifts by God to get something. It's weird vibes, but okay. That's what that's what this Queen of Swords is essentially saying. We don't want your gifts to make room for you here. Okay, we don't want that to be your reality. Okay, it's some weird vibes. We see the Five of Wands here behind the scenes. So we see the Hermit next to the Moon energy with the Five of Wands and the Queen of Swords. There's a Queen of Swords behind the Moon, cloaking. Okay, possibly doing spell work here. It's possible. This could be somebody you grew up with here. Okay, with the Six of Cups. Somebody that live in your community. Somebody that's affiliated with a certain community here. This could be somebody that does the same type of work as you here. Okay? Somebody who want to do the same type of work as you here. Somebody who want to do the same type of work as you here. Okay? So we see the Ace of Wands here. The Page of Wands with the Ace of Wands. This could be about a masculine energy here with this King of Swords. That's the truth. Somebody don't want you to be in a relationship with a certain person here. I mean, why does it matter to them? It's none of their damn business. You could be an April the 16th Aries. Quite frankly, dear, it's none of your damn business. Period. We got the Chariot here with the Three of Cups. There's a karmatic Queen of Swords here that's hating on you. Okay? Always hoping for the worst. Waiting for the day that you'll mess up. Okay? Some sort of trifling energy. Yeah, you could be a single Virgo here. You could be a single Cancer here. You could be a single Scorpio. Period. You could be a single Sagittarius. Period. Things look good for you moving forward. I'm just saying, that's the judgment call. That's the judgment call. You staying consistent and persistent is actually the right thing for you to do. You have to. It doesn't matter who don't like it. If God be for you, who could be against you? Period. I see the Wheel of Fortune, and I see the Wheel of Fortune, and I see Taurus energy. May the 15th, Taurus energy. Wow. You're meant to be wealthy. That's what your gifts are. I mean, what do you think God gave you your gifts for? Okay, to waste them away, to not utilize them, to be idle and scared to operate in them? No. They're supposed to be used for the betterment of your bloodline. Period. The Wheel of Fortune twice. Oh boy. Somebody may have tried to do something for years here. The Wheel of Fortune twice. Somebody tried to stagnate you for a long time. They keep doing something. Or they have a repeated pattern of attempting to do something to you here. They are a Queen of Swords. That's what I see here. I see the Queen and the King of Swords. This could be a couple here that's under some sort of scrutiny by a community of people that want to leave them hanging. How in the hell are they going to be left hanging? They're not going to be left hanging. God is not going to leave them hanging. Period. So we see the Queen of Cups here with the Three of Wands. We see the Wheel of Fortune here twice. The Three of Wands with the Queen of Cups with the Judgment. They just kind of want you waiting. Okay, stagnated. If they can't totally destroy something, they'll prefer if you just be stagnated, continuously in a cycle of just waiting. Okay. Just waiting, just always hoping, always wishing, always praying, with no results type of vibe. That's kind of like what they want here. This community of people here. That's what I see here. We got the Nine of Cups. That's what they want to do here. The Nine of Cups lets us see their intent. Period. The intent, the energy, the negative intent, the energy and its negative intent. You could be a Sagittarius here. Yeah, you could be. You could be a very loving person here. I'm getting Mother Teresa vibes here. Go research Mother Teresa. She was a humanitarian here. Okay, she got a Nobel Peace Prize. Period. Wow, you definitely could be chosen. So there's some sort of darker energy here that wants you to be just kind of left as some sort of potential here in life. They want you to just be left some sort of potential. And I don't think it's just one person. I think it's just like the darker energy just in general. You know, the darker forces in general. Okay, you know, the adversary to mankind. Yeah, him and his people, the darker aspects, the spiritually darker aspects. They kind of just want you to be just kind of left out here. Our Heavenly Father will never leave you nor forsake you. We got the Five of Pentacles here with the Justice. My goodness. It's kind of like they're trying to force this to be your reality, despite the fact that you're critically acclaimed and you have been gifted by the Most High, with some astronomically amazing abilities here. They kind of just, this darker spiritual energy kind of wants you to just be forced into the shadowlands of the world. Okay? That's just not how it's going to go. Period. Yes, I see the Eight of Swords here with the Magician. The Devil with the Magician. Some sort of devil energy been doing some sort of magician work on you here. There's a root worker, conjurer, spellcaster, warlock, wizard, dark witch. Okay. Oh, the Magician with the High Priestess is a female that's practicing spell work on a darker scale. Okay, dark spiritual occultist energy. So we see a female and we see the King of Pentacles energy. This could be a couple. Oh boy. A couple of different people here. My goodness. Yeah, our Heavenly Father is protecting the High Priestess, Temperance, Queen of Cups, King of Cups, Two of Cups person today. Okay, there's some sort of devil energy here. This could be principalities, you know, just the darker spiritual aspects of life. But I feel like there's a person here. I feel like there's a couple here. I feel like there's a couple of different magicians here that don't want to see you get justice here. Don't want you to be the justice here. You could be somebody that stands up for the people here. Okay. You may be one of those critically needed people here. There are some people that just are. You know how they got the first responders? Yeah, they're needed here. Period. They got the prayer warriors. They're needed here. The preachers, they need it. They need it here. Yeah, so the Wheel of Fortune coming out twice indicating something. The wheel has came and gone a few times here. And you know what? Something hasn't came into fruition for you yet, or it hasn't came into fruition in which in a time frame in which you had hoped that it could potentially come in. We have to trust God's timing here. Or this is what they just hope for you. This is what they want. This could be a relative of yours. That's the truth with the Seven of Cups. That the relative could be one of the people here. One of the ones that want to see you have some sort of disastrous outcome here. We see the Six of Pentacles with the Queen of Cups twice. You could have a relative here that secretly is envious of you. Okay? To the point where they don't want to see you have wish fulfillment, and they don't want to see your talents be used in a way that could be fruitful and abundant for you. It's a relative for some people. That's on a darker scale here. You got a relative that's a dark priestess. You may or may not know this. You got a relative that's a dark ass warlock. You may or may not know this. Period. We got the Queen of Pentacles here and the Three of Pentacles. It's certainly about that divine union that many people have tried to oppose here. I see this Three of Pentacles with the Queen of Pentacles, indicating they just don't want your gifts to do what they're designed to do for you here. And this could be your relative. That's unfortunate that they would feel this way towards you. Okay? The Three of Pentacles with the Three of Pentacles with the Queen of Pentacles next to the Strength lets us see that they don't want something that works for you to work for you. It just works for you. It's supposed to, because that's the way God designed it to. But this person, these people are like, no. Okay? We got the Strength card with the Five of Cups and the Ten of Cups. Oh yeah, there's a family member here. They stand out the most here. Yep. The Ten of Cups lets us see that this could be a relative. They kind of want you to be in that Five of Cups, grief, sadness type of vibe here. They want you to have, it's kind of like this person kind of wants you to be in the Shadowlands here. Our Heavenly Father did not create his people to be in no Shadowlands. Okay, he did not create his people to cry in the corner, to cower away like cowards. Our Heavenly Father has not created no coward. His children are not cowards. Period. They're smart. They're not fools. And they're certainly not cowards. So you got a relative trying to block you here. That's what I see for this message. That's the overall vibe that I got here. There's a connection that is meant for you here. They feel some type of way about it. They don't want you to get that. They don't want your gifts to be used in a way that they were intended to use. Okay, they kind of just want you to be left as some sort of potential here, lost potential, perhaps because they are. They never really materialized much. That's not your fault. And not saying that it's too late. It's up to them. Trying to sabotage you, it's not going to get them any further. You know what I'm saying? It's going to push them back, actually. We got the Seven of Pentacles. So you could have a long-term enemy who could be a relative. I feel like you don't know this about this person. You don't know this about this person. Okay? Period. You don't know that this relative feel this way. They're coming up as the Fool energy. Period. They don't think you deserve this. Emperor, Ace of Pentacles, divine union. That's for sure. Or they're jealous because you have this. I mean, how the hell they know what you got? Especially if you're not communicating with them. Excuse me. So we see this Empress with the World here next to the Emperor. Our Heavenly Father has his Empresses and his Emperors in his world here. They're the Ace of Pentacles. Period. Our Heavenly Father is aware of this. You could have a relative. They are the Knight of Wands. Okay, go study the Knight of Wands energy. I feel like they're the Knight of Wands in his lower nature. The Knight of Wands in their lower nature. They could be reckless. They could be promiscuous. Non-committal. They could be narcissists. They could be cheaters. Okay. And they could be scammers. Wow. You got a narcissistic Knight of Wands relative that has some sort of hidden animosity towards you. Our Heavenly Father is aware of it. So you got relatives. Okay, so you got relatives that spiritually light, and you got relatives spiritually dark. This is a spiritually dark relative that you have here. We see that they're deceptive. The Devil with the Seven of Swords. Ooh-wee. They're jealous because you're the star. You're the star energy. You're a star seed. Period. This feels like this relative is a whole, well, some people, well, I mean, it just depends on what is the definition of a narcissist. Some say that they're literal demons. Okay, period. This could be a male relative in your family. This could be a female relative. You could have different family members that are on a spiritual darker scale here. They don't believe with you what you believe. Okay, that's fine, but they don't get to hurt you. They're trying to sabotage you here. They have that in their mind. They may just have some secret animosity towards you here. Let's just say that they've never done anything, intentionally to sabotage you here. Perhaps these are just their thoughts. Okay, they just don't want to see you make it here. Yeah, you got some relatives here. They got that crab in a barrel mentality here. You made it. You never would have made it without God. Yep. Dang, it's this King of Cups, Ace of Cups. It's your relationship sector that they want to bring to an end with the Death card. It's something about a relationship here that this relative seems to not want to see brought into fruition. Don't want you to see be brought into fruition. Yeah, this could be a relative. I see a relative, but this could be an ex too. This could be an ex and somebody that he's affiliated himself with as well. Somebody that she's affiliated with as well. Different people. Take the message how it resonates. I'm getting strong energy of a relative today in this particular message. Dang. The King of Cups and the King of Wands with the Queen of Wands. There we go. So we got a compatible match. The Queen and the King of Cups. We got the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands and the Ace of Cups. There's a divine union here. Dang. You could have a male relative and you can have a female relative. They're both dark spiritually. You may or may not know this. They may see you as spiritually dark. Okay. God has the final say. He know who is who. We got the Two of Swords. Dang, they don't want the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands, the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups to join together as man and wife with the Four of Wands next to the Sun energy. But that's the way it's going to be. We got the Hierophant with the Five of Swords. Our Heavenly Father is aware of this situation. And a conflict. Yeah, there's conflict here. I see a relative here that's been trying to block you, spiritually opposing you. They're coming up as a narcissist. Okay, this is a hidden enemy. That's a relative. They may not be hidden. Okay, you see them in your dreams. Okay, you see the hate in their eyes when you see them. You may not know. Okay, there are some people just have no clue. There are some people that are aware. Take this message how it resonates. Hold on, collective. But let's go ahead and close this out. You could be traveling today. Yay. Be safe. You are attracting a long-term partner at this time. Period. You could have a relative that's kind of secretly into your partner. I'm not really sure. This is some weird shit. We got regret here and poor health. You got some relatives that feel some type of regret because, hell, they didn't seize the opportunities to take advantage of the time that they had when they had the time. And I feel like the time that they had they were supposed to do something with that time. Does that make sense? You could be in Fort Worth, Texas. I'm hearing infertile. Okay, you could have a relative that's infertile here. May have been sending some sort of infertility situation, infertility spells out here. Wow, we got dating and roaming wild. See, they were roaming wild and on the dating scene. You were focused on your goals. Okay, you were motivated and inspired to use your gifts in the way that God intended. You had a desire to succeed here. Yeah, you're very ambitious here. You completed a major milestone here by being consistent with your efforts to show up for yourself and your family. Period. Somebody tried to force something here. Yep, against an angel here. The angel is in good health here. Yeah, she's trusting divine timing. Your relative is a player, Knight of Wands. They burnt out. There is no escaping. They trying to run away from something behind the moon. Period. This could be them trying to run away from God. Okay, running away from something here. Okay, this could be some karma. They're trying to run from karma. Uh-oh. This is a relative here. Childish relative. Period. Does this person not believe in God? They feel like God don't love them? God has not given them opportunities to be great here? I'm not really sure what this person's issue is. I know that they don't want you to have something. And I know that there is spiritual opposition to you. You being on the lighter side spiritually. This is what I'm seeing. Take this message how it resonates. Are you on a lighter scale spiritually? Let me know. No man is perfect. No woman is perfect. There's some unfinished stuff here. This person could owe child support here. They can need a house here. They can need rehab here. This is a relative. This is an ex and somebody that they're affiliated with. This person has been trying to force something. This person is a man. There's a man here. They're trying to... This is a man relative here. They got 2 kids. A female relative, they got 2 kids. I'm not really sure. Take the message how it resonates. They're trying to force some sort of catastrophic failure here regarding your relationship sector for real. Somebody went to the crossroads on you. My goodness. They were faced with some sort of choice here. We all are on a daily basis. The rites of initiation here. This person tried to force you to go through some sort of initiation for them here. You got a twisted relative here. Period. They're trying to get some sort of justice here by tarnishing you here. This is a childish, spiritually dark relative here. They see, I guess they just want you to be seen as some sort of potential here. This person is trying to teach you a lesson here. Giving you some sort of bad vibe here. Bad karma, bad energy. Okay? Yeah, look at this. This person did some magic, some sort of witchcraft. This person is learning some hard lessons. They are a Knight of Wands, male or female. They may get in people's cars at night. They may be a known prostitute. You're a star here. You're resting here. Somebody is desperate. There's a female that could be stalking you. They're shallow. They're superficial. They're spiritually dark. They could have they could be very promiscuous. They could have a dark past. Period. They're saying that they never meant to hurt you. They could have, what? Wow. They could have intentionally caused somebody to not be here. They could have intentionally wanted that to be the reality for somebody here. This is a twisted relative that cannot be trusted. Period. They going in between worlds. Let's go ahead and close this out. I feel like you have a relative. I feel like you have an ex. I feel like you got a community of people. There's just different stuff here. Take what you need from all tarot messages, baby. Try not to get triggered. Try to get through the message, baby. Take what you need. Somebody wanted you to have some difficult experiences here. Heavy burdens that test your strength. Unpredictable events. Opposing forces. This person is a hot mess. Okay, they're chaotic. They're messy. They're miserable. They're unhappy. I feel like they're running from God. There's something like that here. They're coming up here as the snake that's hunted. Yeah, some sort of devil energy that they need to move back from. They need to move on from some sort of devil energy. Wow, this is dark right here. This person, I'm getting Pluto energy. Could be a Scorpio. Yep, we see the moon. Could be a Cancer. They can have a Scorpio moon, Cancer moon. They burnt the fuck out. This player energy. Okay. This could be a man that was emotionally unavailable to you. They chose someone else over you. Together, they started doing spell work on you. Them and the person they chose over you. Take this message how it resonates. Period. Somebody wanted you to have some sort of breakouts in your face. Period. I see the energy here. I'm going to go ahead and leave it here. I'm going to leave it here, collective. Period. There was some sort of collaborative effort here to get you to lose hope. Somebody wanted you barely surviving. They kind of wanted to be you. This Knight of Wands promiscuous energy is a copycat. Period. there's a reckoning that needs to happen between them and their spiritual team. I mean, I don't know how that's going to work. That's between God and, and them. But God is keeping his people safe from these type of spiritually darker people. That's for sure. God bless.